Good morning. Welcome to another live feed on Shaman's YouTube channel. Let's get to Joshua chapter 24, verse 1 through 15. Double minded thinking from the study, overcoming anxiety. Started yesterday. Keep it going. Let's go. 258. Right. Let's go. Then Joshua assembled all the tribes of Israel at Shechem. Some of the elders, leaders, judges, and officials of Israel. They presented themselves before God. Joshua said to all the people, "This is what the Lord, the God of Israel, says. Long ago with your forefathers, including Terah, the father of Abraham, and Nahor, lived beyond the river and worshipped all the gods. But I took your father Abraham from the land beyond the river, led throughout Canaan, gave him my many descendants. I gave him Isaac. And to Isaac I gave Jacob and Esau. I assigned the hill country of Seir to Esau, but Jacob and his sons went down to Egypt. And I sent Moses and Aaron, afflicted the Egyptians by what I did there. I brought you out. I brought your fathers out of Egypt. You came to the sea. The Egyptians pursued them with chariots and horsemen, so far as the Red Sea. They cried to the Lord for help. He put darkness between you, Egyptians. He brought the sea over them and covered them. As you saw with your own eyes, what I did to the Egyptians. Then you lived in the desert for a long time. Brought you to the land of the Amorites, who lived east of the Jordan. They fought against you, but I gave them into your hands. I destroyed them from before you, and you took possession of their land. And Balak, son of Zippor, the king of Moab, prepared to fight against Israel. He sent for Balaam, son of Beor, to put a curse on you. But I will not listen to Balaam, so he blessed you again and again. I delivered you out of his hand. And then you crossed the Jordan and came to Jericho. The citizens of Jericho fought against you, as did also the Amorites, Perizzites, Canaanites, Hittites, Girgashites, Hivites, and Jebusites. But I gave them into your hands. I sent the hornet ahead of you, which drove them out before you. Also the two Amorite kings. You did not do it with your own sword and bow. So I gave you a land in which you did not toil, and cities you did not build. You live in them and eat from the vineyards and olive groves that you did not plant. Now to fear the Lord and serve with all your faithfulness, throw away the gods your forefathers worshipped beyond the river in Egypt. Serve the Lord. But if serving the Lord seems undesirable to you, and choose for yourselves this day who you will serve, whether the gods your fathers served beyond the rivers or the gods of the Amorites, and whose land you are living. As for me, my house will we serve the Lord. Double-minded thinking. The primary Greek word for anxiety is merina. It has both positive and negative connotations in the New Testament. The 25 uses 5 of them indicate a sense of caring. The other 20 refer to a distracting, negative sense of worry or dread. In a positive sense, we should feel somewhat anxious. We have an important responsibility to perform, and that anxiety should motivate us to take the necessary steps to fulfill our responsibility. Most of our anxious thoughts, however, are not profitable, and they can lead to psychosomatic illnesses. Worrying doesn't accomplish anything. Sometimes we actually believe if we worry about something, we can prevent that event actually from happening. We cannot help the plane stay in the air by worrying. We are not going to improve the odds of something happening in our favor by fretting about all that could go wrong. Jesus asks, what view about worrying can add a single life to his life? In fact, excessive worrying can increase one's lifespan. People become anxious if their goals are certain. In fact, they don't know what is going to happen tomorrow. However, the process of worrying actually has been more debilitating effects that experiencing negative consequences of what one was worried about. In fact, even when things turn out badly, some people experience relief because the period of anxiety is finally over. It's easier to live with what is then is to live with what if. When we don't know what is going to happen tomorrow, we tend to make assumptions. to assume the worst is a peculiar trait of the mind. Nothing good can come from making different assumptions and then acting upon them as though they were facts. The root of marina is the verb marizo, which means to draw in different directions or distract. When marina is used as the verb marineo, it occurs to be a conjunction connecting marizo and nous, which means mind. To be anxious in a negative sense, to be double-minded. James says a double-minded person is unstable. He does. This is clearly revealed in Matthew chapter 6, verse 24 and 25. No one can serve two masters. Either he will hate the one and love the other, or he will be devoted to the one, despise the other. You cannot serve both God and money. Therefore I tell you, do not worry about your life. In Joshua chapter 24, Joshua is giving his farewell address, reminding the Israelites of their great victories and how the Lord delivered them. The land was yet to be fully possessed. There will be many more battles to fight. Who's going to lead like Joshua could create a lot of uncertainties, so how does he advise them? Fear the Lord and serve him with all faithfulness. But if serving the Lord seems undesirable to you, then choose for yourselves this day whom you will serve, whether gods your fathers served beyond the river, or the gods of the Amorites, in whose land you are living. But as for me and my household, we will serve the Lord. Right, tomorrow being Mark chapter 7, verse 8 and 9, living a plan A life. Thanks for the 2 people that subscribe, like the channel. Thanks for hitting the like button. Thank you. Thanks for the 7 people tuning in. Hopefully you subscribe to the channel. I'll be back at 11:45 for the 1991 World Series between the Atlanta Braves and Minnesota Twins. It's talking about Game 6. That's the epic game where Kirby Puckett hit the game-winning home run off of Charlie Leibrandt. I believe it was Charlie Leibrandt. It's sending the series to a Game 7. That was a classic game. Game 7. And Game 6 as well. So that's it for the day. Till then, talk to you soon.